Okay, moving on, we're gonna, our next talk is by Hunter Williams and talk to us about dust-tolerant connectors and mechanisms for robotic and human exploration missions.
Hey,
Hunter,
yep.
Okay, great. All right, take it away.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm Hunter Williams. I'm from Honeybee Robotics, and we have a number of different dust-tolerant and dust mitigating systems that we've built. I'm going to present one specifically today talking about electrical connectors. Next slide. So I think it's important to delineate between mitigation and tolerance. So in the long term, mitigation doesn't stop dust ingress. We do a lot of dirty vacuum chamber testing, and we build a lot of like zero maintenance type mechanisms at Honeybee. So dust tolerant mechanisms are necessary even if you have dust mitigating systems. So that's important for both for future robotic exploration and for manned human missions. Continue, next slide. So the proposed design that we have is a connector that has a permeable membrane that is self-healing. So the halves come together and the pins push through the membrane. The membrane both wipes the dust off of the pins and seals any extra dust between the male and female side without disrupting the electrical flow. So we've tested this in a extremely dirty environment, and though it is a little bit more heavy than traditional electrical connector housings, it basically allows you to work in any kind of dusty environment without problem. So next slide. This is showing some of the testing that we've done. The electrical breadboard testing we've done in JSC1A under vacuum. So we've tested at 1 torr and at vacuum, so it can be used in basically anywhere in the solar system with or without an atmosphere. And it's extremely high fidelity testing. 500 plus demate cycles were tested in the vacuum chamber. And so right now,
you have 1 minute remaining.
Thank you. With 10 electrical pins, we can get 300 volts and up to 50 amps for 1 kilogram connector. Next slide. You go real quick here. It can be used for connecting to spacesuits for the different electrical charging for batteries for scrubbing and cooling. Next slide. And it can be used scaled up for use with vehicles. And this is the connector that you saw before, was the version that would be used for vehicles. Next slide. Finally, it can be, or not finally, it can also be used as a tool changer. And this is something that Honeybee's built before, but without the electrical dust protection. So this would be a good option for things on the moon that have a zero maintenance scheme necessary in future missions. Next slide. Finally, it can be used for extremely large electrical connectors that require tens of kilonewtons of preload. So talking about things for large electrical farms with solar panels and the like. So it would be possible to connect and disconnect to different materials on the moon. So for example,
your time has elapsed.
All right, so that's all I got. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank